I think you should start to introduce your child to Islam the day you decide to have children. From that very day, you, and I mean both spouses, have to become the living image of Islam that they want to see in their children. The kind of deen that you want to observe in your child, the kind of deen you want your child to live for and live by, that kind of deen should be your living image. You should be that deen first, before you can even start to imagine that your child will learn deen. So you start with yourselves. A lot of parents don't even try to learn the Quran properly and expect their children to be hufaz. So first of all, be a role model, a good, proper role model. The second thing is, before the child is born, nowadays, the psychologists and psychiatrists, they tell us that the mother should be involved in activities that will put a positive impact on the child's personality. So you learn the Quran, you recite the Quran, you recite azkar, you even solve math problems, and then they say that your child will become a good mathematics person. It's possible. And I think it has a good effect. What could go wrong in this? And the child is born, and the first word he hears or she hears is Allah, because you start with the azan. The first words to come out of a child's mouth, you should be encouraged to say Allah, Allah, instead of mom and dad. Start with Allah. The first steps you see, the child sees the mother is with, he never leaves the salah, the father is teaching about deen, the father is spending his time in Islam, in reading about books, in book reading, whatever environment such you shall give to the child, that is the environment becomes the basis for his or her personality. And it should be a good one. And it should not be a deen taught to a child based on fear of the hellfire and punishment. A child, until becomes mature, he or she need not be introduced necessarily to punishments and fire and burning and all that. It has a very negative impact on a young child. These are adult issues. The child should be primarily motivated by love, understanding. They should see, for example, that if my mother is in a bad mood sometimes, and she offers the salah, her mood becomes good. If my father is in, he's a little upset or stressed, and I see him come from the office, and then he does his wuzu, and then he recites some Quran, and he feels better. He becomes better. He's a better father. And my father and mother, being people of deen, are much better parents than my friends' parents. They're much more fun parents also. And I think this is how you should go about it.